So, do you hate the gays or do you just hate homosexuality? I'm not really sure how that works. Can you explain to me how you can hate the sin and not the person? Is that a thing that is possible? You're very standoffish, friend. Hello there, can I ask you a question? Cool, can I ask you a question when you leave?
The third annual Pastafarian Spring Preach and Rebuke Tour.
Are there any questions you would answer, or are questions as antithetical to your belief? Are you afraid of questions because your God is afraid of questions? I'm not really sure. So you don't talk to me either? Is that a religious reason, or is it... No, what is the reason that you won't talk to me? If you don't mind my asking. Hello there, may I ask you a question or two?
If you're here afterwards.
I will be here, thank you. Hello there, can I ask you a question or two?
Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hello there, do you go to this church? Hello there, are you a member of this church? May I ask you a question or two?
Good morning, guys. Good to see you.
Hello there, may I ask you a question about this church really quick? I guess I'll go ask the Zoe kids, eh? So what's across the street here? What's going on over here? I guess I'll go have to find out. We'll see you soon. I'm going to go across the street to Zoe's kids. Hello there, do you mind if I ask you a question? Man, it seems like stuff on the little children has meant something else here, eh? Is there nobody that wants to talk about what you believe in Hawaii? Pardon me, excuse me. In the pink, pardon me. Excuse me. Hello, can I talk to you really quick? Are there no individuals here? Can I talk to you? Hello, can I ask you a couple questions? You have a tag around your neck that says Zoe. Are you a member of this church? Can I ask you a couple questions about this church? Hello, sir. Hello, my name is Mitchell. What's your name? Hello there, sir. Hi, I'm Mitchell. How are you? Jem. How are you doing? Can I ask you a couple questions?
I have to go back in like 1 minute actually, so.
Cool. Can I ask you a minute's worth of questions? Do you go to this church?
How you doing?
Do you agree with Ellen Page that this church is anti-LGBT? Or do you disagree with Ellen Page?
I'm Chris. Yeah, that's right. Typical name. Yeah, thank you.
Is that right? I see. That's very interesting. Pardon me, have I spoken to you yet? Pardon me. Hello. Hello there. Hi, my name is Mitchell. How are you? What is your name, if you don't mind my asking? Can you tell me about your tattoo? I myself was born in Mesa, Arizona. Where were you born? Is it from your birth, or is it? Did you live there for a while? My friend here lived in Tucson for a while. He enjoyed it quite a bit. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions about this church here?
Okay. You have to stay beyond the tent right here.
I am beyond the tent. See, when I look up, I'm seeing the outside of it.
I'm just looking where your feet are, so step back.
Okay, so you're talking about this line right here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the line between public and private property?
There you go.
Excellent. I'm glad we got that straight. Excuse me, do you go to this church? Can I ask you a couple questions? Have you been following the Ellen Page idea? Have you been following that at all? Hello there. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions today?
Hey guys, how are you? Good morning.
If afterwards, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Do you guys worry that this is a cult? Your control is so strong that you might have created a cult? Are these your paintings down on the ground? Whose are these?
Good morning, guys. Good to see you.
I think you've told me an untruth. I don't think that is the line, friend. I think the line is over there, based on. Excuse me, I'm talking to you, security now. I think that this plaque right here disproves what you told me earlier. Do you know where the line between public and private property is? Do you know where the line is, or are you just telling me to stay back because you want me to stay back?
Well, this is our tent right here.
Well, I know, but if you see that thing you're standing on there, it says private property, but it's like on that square. So if I were to guess, I would think it goes from this line and then like to this line. If I were to guess, would you agree with that?
Well, no, that's your guess.
That is my guess, and
Okay.
You should know because you're security. Hello there. Hello there.
So excited.
Hello there. Do you go to this church?
We had a friend visit.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Do you mind if I set the record straight? I'm not sure why answers are so frightening for you people. When people ask me questions about my religion, I speak up. Hello there, do you go to this church? Can I ask you a couple questions? Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? How does one become a member of this church? What sort of...
Good morning.
Do you have to live in a certain area, or can anybody come? If I'm coming from Torrance every day, is that cool? Is it alright if I come from Torrance to this church? Or do I have to live locally? How do I know if I'm a member of this church or another congregation? Is it because I'm dressed differently? Is that why you don't like me? It's these questions. If anybody were to ask the question, are you anti? So you just don't want to answer that question. Is that what it is? It's the question, it's not the way I'm dressed? It's a very interesting idea. I'm not really sure why. You don't...
The question is intimidating.
Yeah, I understand. That's cool.
Why is the question intimidating?
Well, I think the only answer could be is because we do know the answer. Hello there, do you mind if I ask you a question? You don't mind? Thank you. It's almost like they don't even listen. I wonder if they're listening inside. You've trained them to not listen so well. I wonder if they're listening to the sermon at all. I don't understand why you think this won't help anything. I think giving answers does help things. I think the point is the conversation needs to progress. I think holding the conversation here is the way that we can have misunderstanding and argument. I think that answers to questions are exactly the way that we can set the record straight, as it were, and help the community understand what it is you are and why you believe what you believe, what you can offer them. I mean, if you are anti-LGBT, I'm sure you want to get that out to all the other anti-LGBTs that want to come to this church and support your work. Hi guys, do you mind if I ask you a question really quick? Pardon me. Excuse me, sorry kids, I'd really like to talk about your child indoctrination tactics. Are you worried that the persecution because of your gay hate will get too much and you'll have to close down? Are you worried about that idea? Or do you think that your salvation will be through the hatred of gays? Do you think that will help you grow? Hello there. Do you mind if I follow you? Do you mind if I come with you? I'll take that as if you don't mind. Do you mind if I ask you questions while we go? If I were married to a man, would you allow my kids to come to this church group? My kids, are they allowed? Because the Mormons won't let gay children of gay marriages into their religion. I'm just wondering if that's how you feel as well. Hello there. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? How are you okay trusting these people with your children? Are you worried that they might tell them that it's not okay to be gay? Are you worried about that? Or are you not worried about that because it is not okay to be gay? What do you mean you're sorry? I think you're lying to me, friend. Does your God teach you to lie? I really would like to get to the bottom of this, and you guys seem very upset. Hey friend, are you a member of this church? Pardon me, sir, are you a member of this church? Can I talk to you? You just seem very unfriendly as a people. Not sure why. I thought friendliness was I guess you're not Christians, eh? Pardon me, you seem very important, lady. Are you very important? Pardon me, are you a very important person in this church? Are you lying to me right now? Hey friend, is she lying to me right now? Is it okay to lie to strangers? Is that really an option? Hello there, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Do you have kids? Excuse me, sir, do you have kids? How many kids do you have?
Good morning.
Do you trust these people with your kids? Do you trust them to teach them truth and love? Why are the children separated, I wonder? Is there a reason for that? Or just pretty easy question. It seems like, hello there, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You don't mind if I ask you? Great. Do you belong to this church?